Hello, my name is Baxter Joning. My ID is 12201039116, and I'll be presenting about the introduction of the inorganic gases. These are the introduction of the inorganic gases. Inorganic gases is a chemical compounds that made up of a non-metallic elements or a molecules. Unlike organic gases, these gases does not contain any carbon atoms and are typically derived from minerals or other natural sources. The examples of these gases is oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, chlorine, and ammonia. Next is history of the inorganic gases. These gases have been discovered in natural settings such as volcanic eruptions and mines. The study of inorganic gases, however, did not begin until the 18th century with the work of scientists such as Joseph Priestley and Anthony Lavoisier. Many inorganic gases, including oxygen, hydrogen, and nitrogen, were discovered as a result of the groundbreaking experiments and observations. Inorganic gases are available from a variety of sources. They are frequently found in the Earth's atmosphere, either as a primary gases or as secondary components of human activity. The inorganic gases produced during a variety of industrial processes, including combustion, manufacturing, and chemical reactions. Volcanic activity and geological formation are the two natural sources that contribute to the release of inorganic gases into the environment. Inorganic gases are used in a wide range of industries and sectors. These gases are essential for a variety of applications, including medicine, agriculture, chemistry, and energy production. In medical, for example, the oxygen is used for respiratory support and anesthesia. Inorganic gases such as ammonia and nitrogen are widely used as a fertilizer in agriculture to promote plant growth. Gases such as chlorine and hydrogen are used in the chemical industry for manufacturing processes and compound synthesis. Furthermore, the inorganic gases are critical for energy production, with hydrogen serving as a critical component in fuel cells and as a potential replacement for fossil fuels. Okay, the last one is the chemical structures and characteristics. Inorganic gases have a simple chemical structure made up of non-metallic atoms or molecules. These elements can form diatomic, which is two atoms, triatomic, three atoms, or a polyatomic, which is more than three atoms gases when bonded together. These are some of the characteristics of the inorganic gases. In the terms of color, inorganic gases such as oxygen and hydrogen can be colorless or have distinct colors, such as chlorine gas, which is yellow-green. Next term is odor. Some inorganic gases have a detectable odor, such as ammonia pungent odor or sulfur dioxide distinctive odors. The third term is solubility. The solubility of inorganic gases or their ability to dissolve in liquids varies. While oxygen is somewhat soluble in water, carbon dioxide is extremely soluble. Next, reactivity. Inorganic gases can be highly reactive, reacting chemically with other substances. For example, chlorine gas is known for its strong oxidative properties, whereas hydrogen gas is highly flammable and can react explosively with oxygen. Last one, density. Different inorganic gases have a different densities, which means they are lighter or heavier than air. Helium gas, for example, is lighter than air and thus useful for balloons, whereas carbon dioxide gas is denser than air and tends to sink to lower levels.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Sidina Shalomera binti Sinadi and my ID number is 12201039444. So now I will continue with my part, which is the case study of accidents or pollution that have happened involving inorganic gases. So as we all know, inorganic gases is dangerous for human health and safety, especially if someone exposed to frequent. Some of the examples relate to inorganic gases we can see on May 1, 2001, which is a sulfur dioxide were released from the facility's process piping of a sulfuric acid plant in Richmond, California, after a truck destroyed the power supply. This is the structure of sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. Okay. The event started around 20 minutes after the electricity turned off, which is on 2:11 p.m., the release of sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide started with a leak. It started when a worker discovered an issue or problem with a compressor in a system and quickly tried to restore the power. However, the compressor was shut down by a safety valve that would not open again. This situation prevented employer from supplying steam to the turbine. With the turbine turned off, the negative pressure in the process pipes reverted to air pressure, and this caused the chemicals in the system to escape. So, within minutes, the toxic gases began to burst into the air, but in this moment, no alarm was issued to the thousands of individuals because the vapor flew straight up and appeared to pose no threat. Only on 3:55 p.m., the wind started taking the vapor east and towards land, which led to Contra Costa County health officials ordered alarm to sound and issuing shelter-in-place calls. But the thing is, most residents state that they were not given clear instruction, which caused them to remain on the sidewalks until around 6 p.m. So, some of the causes of this accident is because the failure to detect significant holes in the exit flow pipes. The visual inspection of the process pipework was also insufficient, plus the lack of steam in the turbine, cost of eliminating the negative pressure on the exit flow pipes, and last but not least, the lack of lubrication of the actuator arm on the governor valve. So after all of this accident, 100 individuals were sent to nearby hospitals for treatment, while many were forced to remain in their homes.
Hello everyone, my name is Nini Anamacha. My student ID is 1220104095. Today, I'm gonna present about impact inorganic gases toward human health. First of all, given input emerging inorganic material reach the environment through the variety of unchecked human activity. The principal cause of the increase of inorganic pollutant in the water is watering of natural rock and soil. In addition, this pollutant disrupt the natural balance of the ecosystem, harming aquatic life and causing health issues for humans such as kidney and liver damage and an elevated risk of cancer. Particulate matter also has an impact on the respiratory system of humans. As a result, breathing will become difficult for a person because of particle debris obstructing their airways. Moreover, the inhalation proportion or particulate matter, which is a dangerous material that may be deposited in the respiratory system, has a dispositive impact on humans. Besides that, nitrogen oxide inside organic gases that highly reactive gases can cause haze formation that reduce visibility of human. Moreover, HNO on acid from nitrogen oxide is corrosive to building material at high concentration. Plus, nitrogen oxide strongly respiratory irritant because the highly reactive gases block airway of human inhalation. Besides that, nitrogen oxide also impact human skin, which is human skin can be irritant, burn skin, and also damage human eyes, either block human breathing. Last but not least, one kind of inorganic gases that is particularly poisonous is carbon monoxide. This is because carbon monoxide, that is gaseous tasteless, odorless, colorless, and unpleasant. It is difficult to detect and infuses oxygen during combustion result in the production of carbon monoxide. As a result, mild acute poisoning from carbon monoxide exposure can induce symptoms including headache, dizziness, and flu-like symptoms, making it extremely hazardous. But a very serious exposure can also cause the heart and neurological system to become very toxic, which can be fatal. Lastly, pregnant women's fetus can also be impacted by carbon monoxide. This is due to the fact that prolonged exposure to low carbon monoxide level can result in memory loss, depression, and disorientation. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good evening to my fellow friends. My name is Muhammad Aliman and ID is 101200502698. Today I will present to you about inorganic gases like nitrogen dioxide to environment. The first thing that happens to the ecosystem is plants cannot tolerate more than 120 milligrams of nitrogen dioxide. Plant development is retarded. When sulfur dioxide and ozone are also present, the effects on vegetation are more severe, as nitric acid is released into the atmosphere from the conversion of nitrogen dioxide. It settles on the ground and expands, causing lakes, soil, and acid rain to become more acidic. In addition to its effects on the environment, nitrogen dioxide also indirectly contributes the greenhouse effect by promoting the development of ozone in the troposphere. The lower atmosphere, in combination with solar radiation and VOC. This gas also causes nitrate aerosol or particulate matter to be produced, which obstruct vision and create haze. This is known as a smoke formation or pollution cloud. Third, buildings may be impacted by nitrogen dioxide. The reason for this is because when moisture and nitrogen dioxide mix, acids are produced that, in insufficient amounts, can erode building materials. The building will probably start to crack as a result.
My name is Tan Ding Shen and my student ID is 12201039995. The part that I will explain is root exposure of inorganic gases. An exposure route is the pathway through which a chemical enters an organism on contact. It is point of contact or entry of a stressor from the environment into an ecological receptor. First of all, inhalation is the most common and often the most significant route of exposure to inorganic gases. Inhaling contaminated air, whether in industrial setting or due to environmental pollution, allow these gases to enter the body through the respiratory system, where they can be rapidly absorbed into the bloodstream. And secondly, the route of exposure to inorganic gases is ingestion. It can occur when inorganic gases contaminate food or water. This might happen in instances of accidental spillage or improper handling of chemicals. Ingest gases can lead to various health issues and are generally less common than inhalation exposure. Furthermore, the route of toxic exposure is dermal contact. Some inorganic gases can be absorbed through the skin, although this is generally less common than inhalation and ingestion. Prolonged or direct contact with certain corrosive or toxic gases can result in skin irritation, chemical burns, or absorption into the bloodstream through the skin. Last but not least, it is essential to implement the proper safety precaution and adhere to regulation to prevent exposure to inorganic gases. It is common practice to lessen the danger of exposure and the resulting negative health consequence by using protective gear, correct handling techniques, and enough ventilation. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Marilyn Anna Maringai. So, I will present about the conclusion. Inorganic gases are a diverse group of chemicals commonly used in various industry processes. They also occur naturally in environment. This gas is widely used, but if it's not handled appropriately, it may have serious negative effect on the environment and human health. Therefore, the best control measure is engineering control to avoid its harmful effects. So, employers must install an exhaust system that can help reduce the release of inorganic gases into the environment. So, a proper exhaust system should be installed in industrial plant and other emission sources. The system help capture and remove harmful gases from the air before they are released into the environment. Therefore, the government can also play a role in controlling the impact of inorganic gases by implementing regulation and standards for industry and other emission sources. This regulation can help to set limit on the amount of gas that can be released into the environment, enforce pollution control measures, and impose fine on those who violate them.